You were taught that our solar system has 8 planets.
But our history is filled with moments where we were proven wrong. We want the solar system ended at Saturn.
We predicted Neptune's existence based on Uranus's wobbly orbit before we ever laid eyes on it.
We found Pluto, called it a planet, and then demoted it.
The story of our solar system has never been static. And right now, we are on the verge of the biggest...
Because the evidence is mounting. Our family portrait is incomplete.
A giant ghost, silently shaping the destiny of our entire system.
This isn't just a wild guess. It's not wishful thinking. This is a scientific detective story that began with a crime scene.
For years, astronomers, led by scientists Mike Brown and Constant Batygin,
They were studying a handful of the most distant objects ever found. These trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs. These aren't just random comets. They are minor planets, small worlds on vast orbits. And they were behaving strangely.
Very strangely. Imagine a giant cosmic playground with a dozen different swings. If you left them alone, you'd expect them to be scattered randomly.
But what Brown and Batygin found was that 6 of these most distant objects were all clustered together. Their orbits were all tilted at a similar angle, about 30 degrees downward compared to the rest of the solar system.
And even stranger, their perihelia, their closest point to the sun, all pointed in the same general direction. Something massive, something unseen, has to be gravitationally shepherding them, pulling their...
First, its mass. It's not a small, icy dwarf like Pluto. It is a giant.
Estimated to be 5 to 10 times the mass of our own planet.
Planet 9 could be our missing link.
And so vast that a single year for Planet 9 would last between 10,000 and 20,000 of our Earth years. It lives in the dark, so far away that the sun is just another bright star in its sky. The leading theory is that Planet 9 was not formed out there. It was born in the inner solar system, alongside Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
In the chaotic, early days, it was the 5th giant core. But in a violent gravitational battle, it got too close to Jupiter or Saturn and was kicked out, flung into the outer darkness like a rogue planet.
It is a lost, orphan member of our original family.
So, if it's so big, if it's 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, why can't we just see it?
The answer is distance and a game of cosmic hide and seek.
doesn't glow. It only faintly reflects the distant sun.
It is unimaginably dim.
Using a cheap pair of binoculars on a cloudy night.
And it gets worse. Because its orbit is so long, it spends most of its 20,000 years and moving the slowest.
We might just be looking at the worst possible time.
The sky is huge. Even knowing the general direction, the patch of sky to search is enormous.
But the hunt is on. Giant telescopes, like the powerful Subaru telescope in Hawaii, are currently scanning the heavens.
Scientists are painstakingly mapping the dark, night after night, comparing images, looking for one single, faint dot that has moved. The upcoming Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile is our best hope.
This next-generation telescope will survey the entire visible sky every few nights, and it may be the key that finally cracks the case.
But what if the suspect isn't what we think it is? What if the Shepherd isn't a planet at all?
A new, wilder, and even more exciting theory has emerged. What if the object with 5 to 10 Earth masses isn't a planet? What if, hiding in the dark, is a primordial black hole? A tiny, ancient...
An object, perhaps the size of a grapefruit, but with the mass of a planet.
But it would have the exact same gravitational effect on those distant TNOs.
It would fit the evidence perfectly.
Finding a lost planet would be revolutionary.
But finding a primordial black hole in our own backyard? That would change physics forever.
Right now, in the cold, silent darkness of our own solar system, the evidence is undeniable, written in the skewed orbits of frozen worlds.
Whether it is a long-lost planet, a captured rogue from another star, or a tiny black hole from the dawn of time, its discovery will change everything.
It won't just add a new member to our family. It will force us to rewrite the history of our own formation. The solar system, it seems, is still full of ghosts. The solar system, it seems, is still full of ghosts. The clues are set. The detectives are at work, and the hunt for Planet 9 is on.